Oh, I got a good one. I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one.
Okay.
So I saw a video of another podcaster, and he was talking about how this husband and wife they agreed that should they have a child, if she decides to have a child, then the husband will be responsible for taking care of all the bills. That means, in other words, she would then, because they're both working adults.
Uh huh.
Okay, but we want to have a child.
Okay.
All right, baby. If I have this child, I want to be a stay-at-home mom
Mhm.
for I don't know how many years, but X amount of years.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Mhm.
The husband agrees. I'm okay with that. So that's the thing that happened. All right.
All right.
But what happened was after she got pregnant, she had the child. A lot of the money was stolen from their account.
Mercy.
Now the husband is in a situation, or there's a situation now financially where he can't pay all of the bills by himself.
Mm.
So guess what he needs? He needs her help.
Mhm.
But I think now if I remember right, now she wants to divorce. Why? Because he didn't uphold his end of the agreement.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
that's where they are.
Mhm.
Now, though they agreed, this is the direction that we want to go.
Mhm.
You said that if I had a child, I could be a stay at home mom.
Mhm.
Now you are taking that back.
Mhm.
We're no longer in the agreement that you decided. But now here's the thing, I can't, based on my finances, baby, I can't really take care of us the way we need to.
Mhm.
How does that work in the
Yeah.
how can two walk together except they be agreed upon?
Yeah. Yeah. That is challenging. And I would say, not like I'm trying to diagnose the couple, but
Hmm.
that's definitely where marriage coaching will come in,
Yeah.
because it's not necessarily therapy. It's
Hmm.
not like it was traumatizing, even though this may be like it threw them in a crisis.
Hmm.
They just may need a little assistance on how to navigate through this particular thing, and seeing if maybe they can cut back on some things like, wait, don't just throw in a towel because we are not agreeing on childcare, and I'm
Right.
telling you that I need your help, because there's other means and methods, like she could probably do a home-based business, or like you can still stay home, but it's
Hmm.
things that you can do to bring in some additional income, or maybe some things that you can cut. But I do see, and I do, um, I guess I can see where they're walking together, except they agree. And so the only thing is maybe she would eventually see that it was causing stress.
Hmm. Why is he deciding now to do that? So 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 this goes to the part when we were talking about agreed upon direction. Even in the agreed upon direction, it doesn't necessarily mean that we will agree on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it can't be just, I think when you're dealing with married couples, it's not so, if I can say the way, it's not so black and white.
Or rigid. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not so. You better do what we say. Like we, like it's not gonna always be, whatever you say, honey. Whatever you say,
Hmm.
honey. Whatever you say, honey. Like you can never not share or say that I don't want
Right.
to do that,
So even if the agreed upon direction is in cases where we don't really agree,
or even want to. Yeah.
even in cases where we really don't agree, how do we agree? You know what I'm saying? How do we agree to disagree? And
Mm-hmm.
you still walking in the same direction. I'm just figuring out a way to help us compromise. Now again, if you've seen it in the videos in the past, I believe a true compromise is we both win and we both lose at the same time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Not I'm winning this time, you're losing this time, and then the next time we'll let you win and I lose. No, together we're winning and together we're losing, and that requires a lot of conversation. It requires a lot of being honest. It requires, you know, a lot of really digging in and taking time to come up with a a great godly solution for the
Mm-hmm.
marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for that couple, we would, yeah, probably have to figure out, okay, what is it that you can agree upon?
Mm-hmm.
But again, she's adamant about, no, that's not what we agreed upon. So now we're no longer walking together because you broke the agreement that we had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what? Now what?
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing I can say is just helping her to see, like, that rigid,
Hmm.
like you had. I put it like this: when you do get married, you have to make space for grace and allowances for things that are beyond your control. Like, you make the adjustments. It would be different if he blew the money, but the money was stolen. Like,
Hmm.
it was something beyond his control. And if the agreement was agreed upon with the notion that those finances were there, then he didn't break it. But
That's good.
circumstances and situations
That's good.
brought about this modification to this
Hmm.
agreement.
Hmm.
And so sometimes we, again, you can be so tunnel vision and I want it my way, and that you just don't make allowances for change. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be able to be agile, you have to be flexible enough and loving enough to make the adjustments, because it would be, he could say, well, guess what, I can't pay the bill, so I'm out, I quit. But he
Hmm.
didn't say that. He was just
Hmm.
saying, baby, I didn't know that, this money is gone, it cannot be replaced. We was in an uninsured bank and we can't get the money back. And so, let's pivot. Let's
I'm unsure, but
hmm
go ahead.
let's pivot, right? And so, yeah, you have to be willing to at least see it from his perspective, because again, he didn't squander the money.
Hmm.
It was stolen. That's something that is beyond one's
Yeah.
control. Like, there's no way he could have known that the thief was coming to their account.
Right.
And so I would hope that she would love him enough, and their marriage enough, and the family enough to take into consideration the situation and the
Now,
circumstance.
and in this story, the person who stole the money was his brother,
Jesus.
and he took, I think, all of the money or three-fourths of the money out their account and put them in a bind. So here's
You
a
talk
question.
about, wait a minute. Now
Yeah.
now you're dealing with in-laws. Like,
So she's mad because she probably, I mean,
furious,
yeah.
because this is not like a stranger. So take the uninsured off. This is somebody who had access to this money.
No, he shouldn't have access.
Well, I don't know. How did he get the money out the account?
Ah, that's a good question.
So, you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
I can see where the ambiguity will come in. Like, I don't know if you told your brother to get the money to make me get back and go to work. Like, it's always some other
Mm-hmm.
underlining
Mm-hmm.
things that may be taking place as to why she was adamant on that's the last
If you
straw.
believe your marriage is in need of coaching, Shamika and I are certified marriage and life coaches. Just log into our website, www.hiswifeherhusband.net, to book your discovery call.
Wives, if you are looking for one-on-one coaching, put his wife in the notes section.
Husbands, if you are looking for one-on-one coaching, put her husband in the notes section.
Husbands and wives, if you are looking for marriage coaching as a couple, put his wife, her husband, in the notes section.
Remember, our purpose is to help you build
And sustain your marriage.
from a biblical perspective.
So go on over to www.hiswifeherhusband.net to schedule your discovery call today.